All right, welcome back. Nothing is hotter right now than the Barbie movie, and it seems like moms are loving it just as much as the kids are. Joining us to break it down, we have Julie Cole, co-founder of Mabel's Labels, parenting author and mom of 6, along with Alana Kayfetz, CEO of Mom Halo, podcaster and mom of 3. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Barbie movie, obviously a huge phenomenon right now. Of course, Alana, what did you think of the movie?
You know what? I was so impressed with the movie. I was shocked how much I enjoyed it. Me, myself, haven't seen a movie in almost 7 years. To have gone to the theater, I kind of felt like a Rocky Horror Picture Show type experience because it was a full theater, everyone was wearing pink, and people were sobbing in the movie. It was really, really well done.
It has been a bit of a mom's night out thing. Like women are gathering their mom friends, going VIP, having a glass of wine. I went with my two teenage sons, and they loved it. They loved the smash the patriarchy theme. A lot of the moms are loving, of course, the epic monologue delivered by character Gloria. But where the issue has been for parents is that a lot have not checked the rating, and they assumed it was a movie to bring their little kids to, specifically their little girls, because it's Barbie. But then the content is not necessarily aligned with that.
And I would agree. I would agree that it really is a cultural reference piece more than it is sparkles and pink. Even though that was the marketing and a full, amazing, star-studded cast, it really was a think piece about modern-day feminism, patriarchy, women's role in society. And I don't necessarily think my 4-year-old could understand that.
Right, and I think it actually would be very, very slow. When we were at the theater, there was actually a family behind us, and they had an 8-month-old and a 3-year-old, and it was like the 10 p.m. show. So that's a whole other thing. But you know, I was just thinking, this is a bit slow for none of my 3-year-olds or 4-year-olds would have been able to sit through that. But I think the lesson there is that parents have to be doing research when their children are consuming media. And I know Common Sense Media is a great resource for parents if they want to look at reviews.
Yeah, because I found it wasn't so much inappropriate necessarily, but they just won't understand the conversations around patriarchy that it really centers around. So, checking that out online, of course. Is this for, I mean, you went with your 2 teenage boys, you said, every gender?
I'm telling you, I feel like this this crosses all sorts of demographics.
It does, indeed. I couldn't believe it. In the city of Toronto, when I was looking up tickets to buy, there was not one theater you could get a ticket. 360 seats are taken, 4 seats available. It's really a phenomenon, something that I have never seen. I'm not a huge moviegoer, but I've never seen a place where I couldn't buy a ticket in advance. So it really is speaking to many generations. I with my sister, who is a decade older than me, and she knew every cultural reference of every Barbie. It was remarkable. I mean, it kind of also had that Will Ferrell, elf vibe to it. So it was super comical, really entertaining. And I understand that America Ferrera actually did 30 takes to do that monologue about womanhood, which I thought was really touching.
And that's what's been really relatable to moms particularly.
Yeah, 100%. Tell me about that monologue. What did you feel seeing it?
Oh, I think that's the one that just hit everybody in the feels. Now, we don't want to give any spoilers, right? Because a lot of you have not seen it yet. But yeah, that was kind of the epic moment. I personally did find it a little bit slow for me.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's me, and I'm just my attention span is not perfect. So.
So you're not an Oppenheimer person, and 3 hours wasn't going to happen. First, okay, 2 minutes left. I know we have another topic we want to talk about. Taylor Swift. She is absolutely dominating in her Eras tour, and there's a new trend along with this. Besides the outfits and the glitz and the glam, that is the Swiftie Dad. Okay, Julie, what is a Swiftie Dad? What is this?
Okay, so this is a really cute phenomenon where dads are getting T-shirts. They say Swiftie Dad, and they're dads who are like, hey, look, my daughter's super passionate about Taylor Swift, so I should get to know about Taylor Swift and attend concerts. And so it's problematic for a couple of reasons. One is that 80% of the concert goers identify as women, and having been to Taylor Swift concerts, most of the parents there would identify as mothers, and it feels a little bit like that old trope of, dad does something minimal and gets all the attention, and really the place is full of Swiftie moms, and it is that, that old thing where you know, dad takes kids to McDonald's and he's the fun dad.
Yeah.
Mom takes them and she's being lazy. So that feels a bit uncomfortable for a lot of moms, and quite frankly, a lot of dads as well, because a lot of dads are saying, hey, this stereotype, we're caregivers too. We're parents. Why are we being lauded as heroic for just doing parenting things?
Yeah, it's funny. There's a whole TikTok phenomenon where women are taking, or young TikTokers are taking videos of men at Taylor Swift concerts, and you see this sort of like double entendre of these dads who are hyper engaged, know every single word, are there to celebrate their daughter, want to spend the money, drop the money, and then there's all this video of dads looking super lost at these concerts, and they're not necessarily the hero, but it's actually more of a realistic probably portrayal of the male experience, who are trying to be supportive or maybe aspirational Swiftie dads. But the t-shirts are pretty funny and it is pretty entertaining, but there is for sure this exact, frankly, similar to Barbie conversation, this patriarchal like narrative about how men are somehow celebrated for doing, as you said, very little, Julie. You're right.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining us this week. That's actually all the time that we have. We'll get all of your information up on our website, though, chch.com/morninglive, and we'll have more coming up for you after the break.